Hello guys, welcome back. Another video po para sa inyo. Random question po about NPD or narcissistic personality disorder. First question po. Why are people with narcissistic personality disorder so alike? They had different experiences yet all do and say the same things. What does this mean? Remember guys, narcissists followed the same pattern. Shutting down the areas of the brain that allow us to feel empathy can be born. The result of a brain injury or induced through a habitual pattern of behavior, more on that below, that refuses to accept the truth, thus creating self-delusion. While narcissists have strong feelings about what they want, they care nothing about the feelings of others. That takes empathy, and they lack empathy, and therefore loving, care, or emotional bonds. Conscience through remorse, although they can fake it and say they are sorry to manipulate. Compassion for the suffering of others, guilt. They can feel shame, but only when they get caught, which is different. Guilt is felt whether anyone knows or not, or an ability to relate to the feelings of other or of their so or children. All those feelings hinging on empathy, and their brains don't feel any emotional empathy when they are hurting others. It's a like it's a little like asking why tigers, lions, and wolves don't feel bad about killing. Narcissists just don't care. Narcissists and some of the other cluster B personality disorders don't care, so they have no problem saying they love you to manipulate you, but then showing by their actions that they don't. Since they learned to not care about others while very young, they have had a lifetime of practice finding rationalizations to excuse themselves. These include pretending to be a good person by acting nice in public, the creation of a false self who uses a mask of normalcy to manipulate others into trusting them, lying, denying, misquoting, or twisting the truth so as to gaslight and confuse others or to create a smear campaign, rambling incoherently and generalizing about vaunch invidious to castigate others unjustly and or project what they have done to blame shift, devaluing, insulting, mocking others to try to falsely elevate themselves. Cheating, flirting, or triangulating to try to make others jealous, and raging when they don't get what they want, or when their false self-image is threatened, then deliberately antagonizing, provoking, threatening, bullying, and discarding others for revenge. Narcissists have high levels of self-deception rather than intentional dishonesty. Beware of the malevolent dark triad. Foundational to all their actions is lack of empathy, dishonesty, and self-delusion. They don't care, and they are dishonest about pretending to care to get narcissistic supply, which is admiration, attention, acquiescence, agreement, authority, acquisition, ascendancy. Yet they feel entitled to be cared for and rage whenever someone refuses to provide whatever they want, which can include compliance with their false narrative about whatever has transpired. They self-delude themselves to preserve the ego of their false self. and then try to manipulate or compel others into adopting their false narrative because they don't care. They have no conscience about whatever they may do while raging to get what they want. A conscience cannot operate if someone doesn't feel bad. In a study published in 2016, Nature Neuroscience, using brain scans, they found that activity in the amygdala actually decreased as the subjects engaged in self-serving deceptions, facilitating bigger lies as time went on. Put another way, while the first self-serving lie may evoke a negative emotional response emanating from the amygdala, the second and following lies tamp that negative feeling down, as shown by decreased activity in the amygdala. Since the narcissist doesn't care about being caught in a lie and is tone deaf to emotional consequences, thanks to his deficient empathy, he will lie about everything and anything. The narcissist and his lies, how they're different. Okay, skip muna natin yun. Human empathy involves several components. These components are implemented by complex network, including the superior temporal sulcus, insula medial, and orbitofrontal cortices amygdala, and and anterior cingulate cortex, the neurodevelopment of empathy in humans. What makes some people narcissist is the result of spoiling rather than being abused physically. Narcissistic kid, blame the parents, study says. But they all are self-deluded, then attempt to coerce or manipulate others into accepting their false narrative. So it is completely illogical to try to blame abuse in all cases. Narcissism begins with self-delusion to protect their ego from feeling bad, then extend to acting dishonesty and raging to try to control others. There are many people who were abused worse than narcissists who do not go on to abuse others. So aside from any pre-existing brain damage, it is a moral problem, not direct cause and effect because of abuse. Those without pre-existing brain damage decrease the activity of their own amygdala, atrophying areas of the brain that allow empathy, refusing to feel empathy and thus conscience because the conscience cannot function if they don't feel bad. And thus they decrease their brain's ability to feel empathy by habitually suppressing it. Wow, may nag-comment. Thanks for shedding light on this subject. This subject always boggled my mind how they all act and do the same things. Speaking about the narcissist. Another comment. No. My goodness. So yun. I hope na may natutunan po tayo sa video na ito. Knowledge is power. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!